Creatives, how are you? Welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. Fanhome build the legendary cyborg Robocop. In this video we're going to complete stage 41 of the build. Let's go. With every stage of the build comes component parts and a magazine. These are the components for stage 41. Let's have a look and see what we're going to be doing. Look at that. That's with the leg open and the gun inside. Wow. A sculpture from the Teppet studio building the puppet of one of the failed Robocop prototypes. Huh. Really good. Second prototype of the new police cyborg commits suicide after only 10 seconds on screen. That's Kane. Robocop 2. So here's a list of the components. It's the right thigh and the step-by-step instructions. Quite a bit to do, yeah. And this is we'll have the completed upper thigh done at the end of this stage, which is really exciting that things are going together. So I'm hoping after I've got through all of box 12, I think it is, I think we'll have the second leg, the right leg, finished. So before we start, I just like to make sure we've got everything. Make sure there's nothing left in the bag. Just going to get all these pieces out. A lot of little details here. That was just held in by plastic. There we go. Okay. So, oops, something's connected there. Don't know if that came with these. I don't really know. Okay. So we have this piece here. Checking all the pieces except this. That's metal. All the rest are all plastic. So we've got the right thigh rear plate there. And then we've got this piece here, which is metal, which is the right thigh rear hinge A. There. We have this, which is the right thigh rear inner plate. And we have this, which is kind of like a springy thing, which is, yeah, it's the spring. I was right. And then we have this, which is the right thigh rear hinge B. We should have BP screws, EP screws, and TM screws. So we've got everything that we're supposed to have at this stage of the build. We've got our screws, we've got our screwdrivers, we've got our components, we've got our magazine. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So we start off with this piece here, which is the right thigh rear plate, and I brought this back from stage 40, so we turn it over like that. And then we turn this one over and we put them in place like that. So there's two screw holes there, and there, and then we're gonna fix this hinge to that side. Just making sure it does fit across. Yeah. So it's got a location log. Yep. So I'm going to fit these two first with BP screws. Get that whole piece on. BP screws are what we got with this stage. We've got loads of BP screws, so it's fine. So I'm going to start to screw this together. Like that there. I just fiddly get it together like that. Start to get that in and then leave it and get this one into the long screw post like that, there, like that. I'm not going to tighten it until I get the other one in, and the hinge we've got to, so that's another BP screw. To make sure it's lined up, so it is lined up with the location lug and the screw hole there, like that. Making sure it is lined up. Like that. Yep, like that. And then it's going in at a weird angle, but it should be okay. Right, get these two tightened now. This is the rear and this is the side. Okay. That's the hinge in place there, as you can see. The whole hinge. So if you turn it over like that. See, the leg does that. So that's the rear and that's the front. Well, I think it's hinging the wrong way. But no, that's what it should do. Yeah. Let's zoom out a bit. I still think it's not right. I think it's in the wrong place. I think it should be hinging out like that, not hinging in. Do you know what I mean? See that? I don't know if it's supposed to do that, because that's the side. That's where it's going to hinge in like that. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, shouldn't it not be opening out? That's what I think. I'm just wondering if I've got these hinged the right way round. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things I don't really know. So the next thing is the right thigh rear inner plate here, and it's got 1, 2, 3 holes on it, and it's got 3 pins there. So we've got to line them up like that one there, that one there, and they kind of push up. Let's just see if I can do this. There, that goes on there, that goes in there, and they're supposed to just push up like that, there, clip into place, like that. Like that, yeah. Because I think on the other one, this part was metal, I think. So yeah, that's that in place. It's there. It runs smooth. Yep. Make sure that the pins on both pieces engage with the molds. Yeah, no, that's it. That's it in place. Because you see, it matches. You see that kind of raised area matches the raised area here. So yeah, that's that done. Got more to do. I'll zoom right in for this hinge situation. So we've got this piece here, which is the rear. This is rear hinge B, and this is the spring. So I'm just seeing which way around. So it goes that way around, where the coily bits are towards the back, and then it sits. See these two sides here. They go inside bits like that, and then like that, and then it swings forward like that. So there it is. And then we've got to meet it with this, which is the hinge B. See, it's got two holes there. Those two holes match like in there, like that. Just match those holes. It's quite fiddly now. There, so that's it on there like that. And it's one TM screw, and those are the new screws that we got at this stage, and these are really long screws there, you can see. So what we've got to do is turn it around the other way like that, because that's where the screw goes in, that way, like that, and just bring it into shot, and the screw goes in there at the top. Start sliding down. I just want to make sure that everything's lined up so that the screw can go in, and you got to make sure that that metally bit there sits at the top, sits on the front there, and then that sits there. So I just need to screw this in, and just keep checking that it's going all the way through. Seems to be. Just making sure that these are still all lined up so that it is going straight through here, here and here. Seems to be going in really well, actually. It's not being caught on anything, so I'm just going to keep going with it. It's getting a bit tight now to screw it. Let me just hold it. Moving it up and down, just making sure that it's where it's supposed to be, that it is completely lined. It seems, yeah, it seems like it's lined. So I'm going to keep going with the screw. It's getting very tight now. Let me just see if I can need to pull it out a bit. That's really tight now. it's getting stuck, which means it might not be going straight through to the other side. It might start pushing it out. Because this spring's in the way, I can't really see. Yeah, it seems to be straight. But yeah, it's getting really tight now, so we'll just see if we can get the screw all the way through. Yeah, it's really tight now. I have to keep checking it to make sure it's going all the way through and not separating the parts. It's the problem. It is an issue when you've got. Oh, it's really difficult. It's getting stuck. I need a longer screwdriver, like this one. Give me a bit more purchase. Yeah, it seems to be doing what it's supposed to do. It's just very tight at that side while I get this. It's not on great. Just checking. Yeah, it should be going straight down. It's kind of stuck. I think it's misaligned a little bit, but it's really difficult to kind of fix that. Start to pull it out a little bit, and then see if it's like misaligned slightly. I'm glad it's metal because the pressure I'm putting on it yeah, if it was plastic it would be bust now. Seems like it's slightly up. I need to pull the screw out again and just make sure that we are properly lined up. It's getting stuck here. Let's see if I can just it's very difficult to tell if it's going all the way through here, that part, going through there, but it can slightly go off a little bit and then it starts to come through the side of the hole and then separate these two. That's what happens when you do something like this with the long screws. So I'm just going to see if I can just keep ploughing on. Let's see. brought the right thigh back, because this, swing it around to the orientation of that, so it's like that, that and that, and it's got two guides with the screw holes, and it sits over these two holes here like that. Just match it up like that, and it's held in place with a couple of BP screws. Whoops! Just knock it off its off the holes. Right, it's just there. Get the first one in. You know what? Let me just take this out again. I'm supposed to make sure that that flap was up. Let's get this screw out. See this flap here? That's supposed to be up, sticking up. Like that. It's going in. That one in. There, so that flap's supposed to be up like that. There, like that. I brought the other part of the leg from issue 38, the outer assembly and the inner assembly, and I put the hinge here. I'm not going to take it out and put it back in because it's quite fiddly to get in. So there's the hinge there. There's a location lug here, and then there's a screw hole there. So we just need to screw that together with one EM screw. And then I hope it will close. So push like that, and then get this screw in here, like that. Got one of the magnets on it from the Moomin house. Right, just gonna tighten it up now, making sure that everything's the way it's supposed to be. It's going to hold this. This is metal. This is plastic. Like that. There. Like that. And it doesn't say we close them. Secure the rear hinge B to the tab inside. Yeah, so that's done. And I'm not going to close it because it doesn't say close it, so I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm just going to zoom out so you can see what I've done. I think we don't close it because there's a lot. We've got a lot to put in there. We've got the gun to go in there and the holder for the gun and everything. So this is how it should look. It's looking really good, really, really good. And this is where we should be with it there. And then it's showing you what part. So it's this rear part here, going down here, and this section here with the circle. Well, that's where we are with it, and that completes stage 41 of the build. Really happy with that. So technical, but I think we've got loads to put in here before we close it. There's a hinge there, which I think is going the wrong way, but we'll see. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.